Welcome once again. In this video, we are going to know about regulating health and safety. That means legal reason for managing workplace health and safety. In previous video, we have already studied about moral and financial reason for managing health and safety. As you know that most of the countries have their own law and set up standards regard to management of health and safety risk. And you know that failure to achieve these legal minimum standards can lead to enforcement action by the authorities or prosecution before the court. And successful prosecution can lead to fine and, in many countries, imprisonment for the individual concerned. So, as given in this slide, most of the countries have their own health and safety law. Failure to achieve legal minimum standard can lead to prosecution. International framework, International Labour Organization, a key player in the area of international legal standard in health and safety, is the International Labour Organization, which is agency of United Nations, and most of the countries are member of the ILO. There are two primary output of the ILO that are convention and recommendation. Convention are to create binding obligation or policies to implement their provision. Convention has no legal authority unless ratified by the member state into two legal structure. That means you have to pass this convention in your parliament to rectify it. And recommendation is it provide guidance on policy, legislation and practice. Recommendation gives more details and are somewhere between regulation and approved code of practice under UK legislation system. These are the some example regulation adopted by ILO, Occupational Safety and Health Convention C155. It is a goal setting policy for companies and nation. Occupational Safety and Health Recommendation 1981. It is called R164, which supplements C155 and gives more guidance on how to comply with its policies. As per Article 16 of C155, which identifies obligation placed on the employer to ensure that workplace machinery, equipment, and work process are safe and without risk to health. Second one is ensure that chemical, physical, and oxygen substances and agents are without risk to health when protective measures have been taken. Next one is provide adequate protective clothing and equipment to prevent risk of accident or adverse health effect. What is the employer responsibilities? As per Article 16 of C155, there is some employer responsibility given. Everybody is responsible for health and safety, but most of the responsibility lies with the employer to provide. These are the 4 points employer must ensure. First one is safe place of work, safe plant and equipment, safe system of work, training, supervision and competency of staff. As per Article 10 of recommendation R164, first provide and maintain workplace machinery and equipment and use working method that are safe. Second one is give necessary instruction, training and supervision in application and use of health and safety measures. Introduce organization arrangement relevant to activities and size of the undertaking. Next one is provide PPE and clothing without charge to worker. Ensure that worker organization, particularly working hours and rest breaks, does not adversely affect occupational health and safety. Take reasonably practical measures with a view to eliminate excessive physical and mental fatigue. Keep up to date with scientific and technical knowledge to comply with the above. So this is the details given in recommendation R164. Then next one is what is the worker responsibility and right? Article 19 of C155, you can google search and see on the ILO website, which state that every worker must be, these are the 4 points. First one, given adequate information on action that employer has taken to ensure safety and health. Second one is give the right to necessary training in safety and health. Third one is consulted by the employer on all matter of safety and health relating to their work. Fourth one is must be given the right to leave the workplace that he has reason to think present and imminent and serious danger to his life or health and not be compelled to return until it is safe. Then what is the role of enforcement agency? As we know that there is no harmonized global standard for the enforcement of health and safety law, so legal and enforcement system vary between countries. There are some general principles which normally apply. There is sub country specific agency which may include HSE enforcement agency, fire authority, insurance companies, and there may be chance police may involve in enforcement health and safety law in some countries. Then what will be the consequence of non compliance? A breach of health and safety legislation is usually a criminal offense wherever you are in the world. And failure to meet legal standard might lead to formal enforcement action, which may be in term of improvement or prohibition, prosecution of the organization in the criminal court, prosecution of individuals such as directors, manager and workers. There are also other international standards, which is called International Organization for Standardization, that is called ISO. It is the world largest developer for management standards. ISO has developed ISO 9001, that is for the quality management standard, ISO 14001, that is for the environmental management standard, ISO 14001, that is for occupational health and safety management system, which is also compatible with ISO 9001 and ISO 14001. ISO 12100, that is for safety of machinery. These standards are not law, they are good management practice. They lead to a worldwide common approach to good management. International recognized standard for occupational health and safety is currently ISO 45001, which is compatible with the ISO 9001 and ISO 14001. There is also source of information. Information on national standards can be obtained from relevant national regulatory bodies who publish guidance document which provide information on legal standards required. Many of the regulatory bodies have websites which are valuable source of information, such as Health and Safety Executive. Their web address is given www.hse.government.uk. Occupational Safety and Health Administration OSHA, European Agency for Safety and Health at Work EU, WorkSafe in Western Australia. So these are the four authentic websites where you can find information on national standards and guidance document. So at this end of the module, I want to use some questions. First question is what are the two main standards that the ILO has produced for health and safety? What do countries do with these standards? What are the employer responsibility under the recommendation R164? And third question is what are the employees responsibility under the recommendation 164? Fourth question is what action could be taken against organization breaking health and safety law? So you answer this question and comment in the box given down below. So next we will meet in element 1.3, who does what in the organization. I hope you will enjoy this video. If you are new to my channel, share, subscribe and don't forget to hit bell icon. Meet you in the next. Thanks for watching.